historically, many of the operators that I know in the Permian do not have fuel gas meters. So we have discussions with the SMEs on what's another way of quantifying that. And so we go through those one by one, whether it be from data, like how do we quickly access their data and getting it in a format that is easily digested on our part, and helping them with that, or all the way to the point of looking at the mass balance and the different variables that are involved within the ProMax simulation of the facility. And if there is a missing critical device, then like in terms of fuel gas, then what sorts of substitutions, or how do we estimate that? And it's working with each client and their SMEs on setting that up and figuring out, do we use ProMax? Do we write a different calculation? Do you want to put in a temporary meter? Do you want to go out and do some other testing? And so it's walking through one by one on, and then once we have that whole plan in place, then it's just implementing it, and it's all automated from there.
And I think that's one of the things, going back to talking about the overall platform, the fact that you figure out mass balance and look at the meters and all that in and of itself. But we also have this camera sitting out there in many cases where it's another, if you will, meter that's out there looking at something. And so, if you have a tank at overpressure, the camera detects it, it starts to try its own measurement, but then to be able to reconcile that against a mass balance loss or against other calculations is a unique combo of the measure and manage. And I'll pull that out just to show that. Again, monitoring here and then measuring here. We can use both of these things to help with the calculations. I think that may have been the knock on mass balance in the past, where they said, wait a second, you're detecting this mass balance loss, but you don't know where it is, right? Now, that may not be entirely true, because you said you've got this overall mass balance, but you have mini mass balances within that overall closed system. Is that true?
Yes. And so what's good too about having that integrated with Luminary is you can see from the camera the specific device that's emitting. So then that would allow further investigation on how you want to quantify that. You want to use the machine learning model that does the quantification. You want to look at sending an operator out there that uses a calibrated bag to try to capture that emitting device if it was emitting continuously. Things like that offers a more flexibility for the operator to get down to the specifics about, what device is being emitted, and even just like being able to build a program to track, is there a continuous problem with a specific device that keeps on emitting, to start studying that even more in depth.